It is Saturday, April 11th, 2020, and I am getting ready to launch a foundation. Where did the idea come from? That's a great question.
My name is Wanjel Harvey Robinson. I am 19 years old, and when I was in third grade, both of my parents were incarcerated. Being able to actually talk to my mom and my dad was a relief because I didn't necessarily know why they weren't living with me anymore. I didn't know why necessarily I was living with my granny and not with the rest of my siblings. That phone call was really important, and when you didn't have money to get the phone call or when you didn't have enough money to finish the phone call, it was really deterring.
No one should feel like because I want to say I love you or I miss you, I can't because it's going to cost me. Now that I'm older, I choose to advocate for children who are possibly experiencing the same hardship that I had to experience. There are thousands of children in the state of Illinois whose lives will greatly be improved by your actions today.
Kids in incarceration, that's my story, okay? That is literally what has surrounded me ever since I was younger. I was sitting around and I just started thinking about what my reach was, right? That's a constant question that people who are on social media, who consider themselves influencers, who are trying to become influencers, they're always thinking about, what is my reach? Who is my audience? How do I fulfill my purpose? How do I make sure that what I'm doing actually matters? God literally just dropped in my spirit, like, why can't you further your advocacy for prison reform by focusing on the development of kids who have incarcerated parents? I feel like those kids are always forgotten about in these conversations. I want to go after those kids. I want to be able to help with the development of those kids. I want to be able to make sure that those kids can still be able to communicate with their parent. Because again, if you know my story, then you know that there were times where I did not talk to my mom or my dad while they were incarcerated because I could not afford it. I don't want any kid to feel like that while their parent is incarcerated because it's so detrimental. I just feel like kids who have parents who are incarcerated absolutely, positively need to always have the means to communicate, especially to go to visitation. Because visitation, baby, that's a whole nother ball game. Because guess what? It's not a guarantee that we're gonna have a car, the gas, money when we get there to get, a $5 burger. Like, all those things play a huge part in just destroying the family dynamic when a family member goes to prison. So that's where the idea came from. Because the thing about the Freedom Child Foundation, I'm willing to evolve with time. It sucks that there even needs to be a foundation that is garnered towards making sure that children still can stay in communication and in contact and still develop that relationship with their parent because they are incarcerated. Now, if we decided to do away with incarceration altogether, then no, I would not continue to push kids need to stay in contact with their incarcerated parent. Until we get to that place, though, there is definitely a need because there are so many people going without that basic right to be able to communicate with their parents. As the world evolves, so will the Freedom Child Foundation. Kids are geniuses, and I love to see them grow and I love to see them develop, and I'm so focused on the kids who have incarcerated parents, helping them to continuously develop and not fall victim to the generational curses, the traps that might be before them. Letting them know I'm going to do as much as I can to provide the tools for you to communicate with your parent, as well as continuously develop your character as a person. A message to the future freedom children. We are here. We see you, we acknowledge you, and we will make sure you will always have the means to stay in constant communication with your parent. Know that the experiences that you are experiencing right now are just preparing you for the future. And you can use these experiences to start admitting darkness into your future, or you can use these experiences to admit light. You have so much potential. You can use this experience as a catapult to push you further in life than you could ever imagine. With the Freedom Child Foundation, we see you and we are here for you.